2018 Chevrolet Tahoe review. The Tahoe's an excellent tow rig, however it's not a good choice for a regular daily driver. Most mid-size and smaller SUVs have switched to more car-like unibody construction in search of improved ride quality, driving experience and efficiency. But the large SUVs, truck-based body-on-frame construction continues to be king. The 2018 Chevrolet Tahoe demonstrates a number of the strengths in this approach. It also has a number of shortcomings. On the upside, the Tahoe possesses a stout towing capacity, around 8,600 pounds, for pulling boats, campers and stuff like that. Fears a good amount of power, too. A 355 horsepower V8 is standard, with an option of 420 horsepower V8 is totally new this year. A nicely appointed cabin, simple to operate and to climb into and away from, is an additional of the Tahoe's strengths. We also much like the quiet, tried and robust air cooling, that is more than a match with the large interior space. However, the Tahoe's sluggish driving experience, with the peculiarities of the compromised cargo space, a weakness is not shared by most unibody SUVs. Chevrolet's efforts to further improve the Tahoe's efficiency also compromise its usefulness off-road, in particular the low front air dam that limits ground clearance. Buyers planning to do anything nevertheless the mildest off-roading will be well advised to opt for the Tahoe's Z71 package. Buyers searching for large SUVs don't possess many choices. The Ford Expedition has brought some major updates, as well as latest model promises more than enough and capability. Fears also the Toyota Sequoia, a reasonable alternative with superior cargo and passenger space. And if you never plan on towing much, crossovers like the Honda Pilot and Volkswagen Atlas offer a lot of room for 3 rows of adults to search in comfort, and a lot of technology suggestions to boot. What's new? Aside from some minor changes to features bundled in some options packages, the superior change could be the addition on the RSD Performance Edition. This package adds a potent 6.2-litre V8 as well as a 10-speed automatic transmission, each of which are a novice to the Tahoe lineup. We think the LT strikes the most beneficial balance between cost and features. The telescoping tire allows it to support more drivers, and buyers, especially shorter ones, will appreciate the energy liftgate. You also get seating for 8, leather upholstery, heated front seats, and usage of most from the Tahoe's available alternatives. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Chevrolet Tahoe is really a large 3-row SUV that also comes in 3 trim levels, LS, LT and Premier. All trim levels come standard using a 5.3-litre V8 engine, 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, a 6-speed automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive as well as a single-speed transfer case are around for all trim levels. Seating for 8 is standard. An option of 402/040 split middle or bench seat increases passenger ability to 9, yet it is only available for the base LS trim. Standard features for your LS include 18-inch alloy wheels, heated mirrors, automatic wipers, remote keyless entry, remote ignition, rear parking sensors, a trailer hitch receiver with wiring harness, side steps and roof rails. On the inside, you obtain an automatic climate control, a 10-way power adjustable driver seat, 6,040 split folding second and third row bench seats and also a tilt-and-lee, leather-wrapped leader. Standard tech to the LS carries a 10-driver monitoring system, on-star communication including a 4G LTE connection along with a Wi-Fi hotspot, a 110-volt power outlet, Chevy SmileLink infotainment system with 8-inch touch screen, a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, 5 USB ports, and also a 6-speaker sound system having a CD player and satellite radio. The optional enhanced driver alert package adds forward collision warning with low-speed automatic braking, automatic high beams, lane departure warning and intervention, and power-adjustable pedals. The LT trim includes all from the above, along which is a power liftgate, leather upholstery, heated front seats, a 10-way power-adjustable front passenger seat, a telescoping tire, driver seat memory functions, an auto-dimming rear-view camera, a universal garage door opener and also a 9-speaker Bose stereo audio. The optional luxury package adds a hands-free tailgate opener, power folding mirrors, an auto-dimming driver side mirror, fog lights, front parking sensors, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, keyless entry and ignition, heated second-row seats, power folding second and third-row seats, an energy tilt and telescoping leader with heating, plus a wireless charging pad. The Texas Edition package is provided identically without worrying about charging pad but adds unique badging and crossbars for the roof rails. The Premier trim includes the luxury package and adds 20-inch wheels, xenon headlights, adaptive suspension dampers, ventilated front seats, second-row bucket seats reducing seating chance to 7, a navigation system, 12-way power front seats along with a 10-speaker Bose premium surround sound upgrade. The LT and Premier trims are eligible to the Sun, Entertainment and Destinations package that carries a sunroof, navigation with the LT trim plus a rear seat entertainment system. Adaptive cruise control, power retractable side steps along with a head-up display are also available about the Premier trim. New for 2018 would be the RST Edition and RST Performance Edition packages. The RST Edition is definitely an appearance package to the LT and Premier trims that contributes blackhead out exterior pieces like wheels and badging. The RST Performance Edition, available only about the Tahoe Premier, adds a 6.2-litre V8 420 horsepower and 460 lb-ft of torque, a 10-speed automatic transmission, a trailer brake controller, a sport-tuned suspension and, on 4-wheel drive models, a top-speed transfer case. Offered on all trims at 22-inch wheels plus the max trailering package that incorporates a different rear axle ratio, a digital top-speed transfer case on 4WD models, a trailer brake controller, with an auto-leveling suspension for vehicles devoid of the magnetic suspension. The Z71 off-road package can be acquired only for the LT trim and adds all-terrain tires, unique cosmetic elements, tubular side steps, underbody skid plates, an off-road suspension, an electronic digital top-speed transfer case, hill descent control, front parking sensors and rubber floor mats. Many features offered on higher trim models can be found on supporting trims as options. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically is available in multiple versions that happen to be fundamentally similar. The S with this review derived from our full test with the 2017 Chevrolet Tahoe LT 5.3 litres V8, 6-speed automatic, 4WD. Driving. The sluggish throttle tuning overshadows an otherwise stout 5.3-litre V8. The brakes are slow-acting, too, and also the Tahoe feels large and high at all times. The Tahoe's towing ability can be a saving grace. Acceleration. In regular use, the V8 engine's response feels lethargic as the gas pedal is to be pressed harder than expected. It does deliver solid thrust if the need arises, though. Our 4WD Tahoe test truck reached 60 miles per hour in just 7.2 seconds using the optional 3.42 axle ratio. Braking. The soft, long travel pedal doesn't inspire confidence. Brake response, much like the throttle and steering, is slow. The brakes are impressive, though, halting the SUV from 60 miles per hour in just 123 feet, a reasonably impressive number for something this heavy. Steering. Winding roads don't flatter the Tahoe's steering, that is lighter and slower than we would like. It also skimps on road feel as compared to most competitors. Handling. There's no hiding the Tahoe's size whenever you try to hustle it. The old-school rear suspension becomes obvious on broken surfaces. Mid-corner bumps easily upset the chassis. Drive the Tahoe moderately and it's really fine. Drivability. The sluggish gas pedal and brake response dominate the Tahoe's character on public roads, though its slow gas pedal is nice in tight, technical situations like there are off-road. The 6-speed automatic shifts smoothly. Comfort. This new Tahoe is around as quiet as SUVs get. The first 2 rows of seats are roomy and comfortable, even so the same is not said for your third. Although the suspension is skilled at controlling big bumps, seemingly insignificant triples and road patches usually give the cabin the shakes. Seat comfort. The front seats are wide and pretty plush. They do stay comfy for all-day driving. The second row is very flat and does not adjust much because with the seat folding mechanism, but it is soft and comfortable. The third row is thin and flat. Ride comfort. The Chevrolet XL rear suspension cushions sharp impact swell which is resistant to large floating and bouncing motions, though competitors built with independent rear suspensions will still be better overall. Small road imperfections might be felt inside the cabin. Noise and vibration. Quiet ride. A big upside to traditional body-on-frame SUVs such as this one is cabin isolation. There's virtually no road noise, and engine noise is subdued. Climate control. The typically powerful General Motors air cooling battles a heat wave effortlessly. No cooled seats in this tester, nevertheless it was hardly a worry. The big blower is noisy if it's moving a huge amount of air to cool down the cabin following truckers baked within the sun, nonetheless it quickly cools off and quiets down. Interior. The first 2 rows in the Tahoe are wonderful in terms of usability and access. Even your third row is pretty accessible. But the back floor is high because on the Chevrolet XL suspension, which limits third row legroom and cargo space. Usability. Straightforward controls are conversant and easily comprehended apart from a few tiny icons that could be hard to decipher in a flash. Instrument panel has a handy configurable screen, as the MyLink touchscreen method is sound. Audio and climate control buttons and knobs are generously sized. Getting in, jetting out. It's a huge climb up into your cabin, although running boards and rear grab handles be very convenient. The door openings are tall but narrow, especially within the rear. The powerful down-tumble second row results in excellent third row access. Driving position. The Tahoe supplies a typical big SUV driving position using a wide range of seat height and foot adjustment. The control's telescoping range is just not great, but it is offset somewhat because of the LT's power-adjustable pedals. Roominess. The first couple of rows offer abundant head and legroom. Still, it's not as big inside perhaps you may expect. Depending within the seat position, the driver's elbow may contact the big center armrest when steering. Third row legroom is poor. Visibility. Thin windshield pillars help your view out of the front, along with the view for the sides is aided by tall side windows. But the outside mirrors are far too small. At least the spine camera and rear parking sensors are standard on all grades. Quality. Looks good in a flash. You'll find many soft touch points beforehand, but hard plastic pieces abound and invariably there are numerous sharp edges. Our test car had an creak on the steering and something back seat which was stuck folded down. Utility. Its 15.3 cubic feet of cargo space behind your third row is a lot less than what's provided by competitors. Cargo space behind the second row seat is similarly subpar. Even worse, force floor is fairly high and sloping. In-cabin storage is more preferable. Along with the Tahoe incorporates a strong toe, small item storage. You'll discover a decent selection of storage options, including a cavernous console bin, a cubby in front in the 2 front cup holders, 2 ample pockets per home, and a couple flat slots about the transmission tunnel near your legs. Cargo space. The Tahoe's cargo area carries a high floor but not much space behind your third row. Handy power seat folding controls can easily fold down the 3-row seats, nevertheless the floor is high for loading. Competitors carry more, handle taller objects and load easier. Child safety seat accommodation. All second-row seats have latch anchors and top tethers no matter configuration. The third row receives top tethers, which might be used in conjunction with seat belts to secure a forward-facing seat. Technology. It's up to date with today's consumer demands. Its Apple CarPlay integration plus a quick-acting touchscreen cover a great deal of ground in relation to daily use on the infotainment system. Some from the driver assistance features are mediocre inside their execution. Audio and navigation. The screen graphics are for the cartoonish side, however the touchscreen responds quickly. Navigation prompts are intuitive and react quickly to touch. Fast load time. But the quality of sound is somewhat cant-sounding. Smartphone integration. Apple CarPlay connects quickly and works as you expected, as also does Android Auto. Initial Bluetooth pairing took 2 attempts, nonetheless it was still extremely swift and easy. The cabin includes multiple USB jacks. Driver aids. The safety seat, which issues lane departure and forward collision warnings as vibrations merely the driver can seem to be, is interesting, however the systems that feed into it are likely to be extra sensitive. Fortunately it might be switched off. The backup camera includes a rather low-resolution display. Voice control. The voice controls have to have a rigid input structure and took 2 efforts to navigate to address.